What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, marketingmeathead.com, and today I'm going to talk about the 11 questions you should talk to your vendors about and your affiliate managers. All right, welcome back. So I do a lot of affiliate marketing, and a lot of times when you strike up a relationship with a affiliate network or a vendor that actually owns like the offer that you're promoting, you want to ask certain questions that'll help kind of get the ball rolling, get the juices flowing, if you will, and get the offer going to the best of your ability off the bat. So I do have a free training below. If you want to go ahead and learn more about affiliate marketing, go ahead and click below. It's marketingmeathead.com/start, and that'll get you a nice 18-chapter tutorial on affiliate marketing. And then if you like what you see and you want more, I do have a course coming out in about a week or so. So anyway, let's get started here. Every affiliate network or vendor, they typically don't just have one offer. Most of the time they'll have multiple. Most of the affiliate networks have a whole bunch, but they generally have like 2 or 3 or maybe 4 offers that are kind of like their top offers. So one of the first questions I always ask when I sign up for a new affiliate network is, what are your top offers? And generally they'll send you like a list, but you really need to kind of dive in a little bit more to that list, because typically like 1 or 2 or 3 of those offers are like crushing it for them, and the other ones are just kind of they're there, but they're not really their best offers. So always ask, what are your top offers, and then do a little bit of digging and start asking them, some questions like, really, what is your top affiliate running right now? What's the best offer that you have on your network? Those are the kind of questions that you really need to get in and ask your affiliate managers if you want to find out what really is working right now on the affiliate networks. Another thing you can ask them is, you can ask them like what the top traffic source is that the top affiliates are using. Personally, we use a lot of Facebook. We do some Google. We also do some Pinterest. Those are the traffic sources we like, but there's a ton of other traffic sources out there. There's Snapchat, there's LinkedIn, there's Quora. I think Reddit just came out with a CPC system now, and there's just tons of traffic sources. So always ask the affiliate manager if they know which traffic source is working. It could be like native ads, for example, and if you're not good at native ads, it probably won't work with that particular offer. But if they have an offer that you're running that's running really well with Facebook, and you're good at Facebook, well, that would be a good offer for you to maybe test. Okay, so find out what the affiliates are asking, or what the top affiliates are using as far as traffic source goes. Ask them if you have any offers that are crushing with Facebook. Most of the time, they'll have at least 1 or 2 offers that are doing well with Facebook. We found Facebook to be kind of the honey hole of traffic. It still is to this day. We're still making money every day with Facebook. It is definitely the best traffic source that we know of as far as getting quality leads and buyers from a social platform over to an offer and then converting them. It's always been one of our best traffic sources. So I like to always find out if they have offers that are going well with Facebook. So that's one of the questions I always like to ask. Also ask them if they're able to scale those offers on Facebook. A lot of times the affiliate networks or vendors will have like what's called a cap. And a cap means that they only have a certain amount of leads that they're able to distribute among the affiliates per day or per month or week or whatever the cap is. And if you're a new affiliate, it's going to be hard maybe to get some of that cap. They're likely not going to give you any cap if you're really new, but if you are seasoned and you have a relationship with them, they might give you like a small cap to start. Maybe they'll give you like 20 leads a day or 50 leads a day. So ideally you go in and you have to do like, okay, well, we're going to give you 20 leads, but you have to fulfill those leads, okay? You may lose money in the beginning to fulfill those 20 leads that they gave you, but they're kind of giving you like a little gift to see if your traffic quality is good, if the lead quality is good. And then you go ahead, and once you get those 20 leads to them for a couple days, 3, 4, 5 days, sometimes they'll give you maybe more, like 50 or 100 leads. And that's when you can maybe start to scale up a little bit. So one of the questions you always want to ask is, number one is, what's the cap? And then are you able to scale that on like a traffic source that you use, like Facebook? If you're using native ads, well, then you can ask them if you can scale on native ads, that kind of question. But we use Facebook a lot of times, and that's one of the questions we like to ask, what the cap is. If we can get some cap allocated to us, that's how you talk to them. You say you want a cap allocation, and then if you're able to scale that on Facebook. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, you want to ask them kind of if they know if the traffic is being broad targeted or like more like niche down. A lot of times, in order to really scale on Facebook, you need to be running an offer like broad. Like typically when we run a diet offer on Facebook, we can run that on a very broad audience because so many people in the US, for example, are overweight. So it's easy to run that kind of traffic on a broad audience. Now, if you're running more like a do-it-yourself type of thing, a DIY, that might be a smaller audience. It's more targeted because those particular people are interested in like survival and like mechanics and stuff like that. So you have to kind of niche that down. So one of the questions you want to ask your affiliate manager, if they know what what the targeting is, and if it's kind of like a broad targeting or it's more a niche type of targeting. That's a good question to ask. Another thing on Facebook that's very common is the mobile feed. There's the desktop feed. There's the right-hand columns. Now, I did a whole video and a blog post on all the placements. You got stories nowadays, messengers. Messenger you can advertise in. They're going to be soon advertising in WhatsApp, which is an app that they own. Obviously, there's Instagram stories. There's a lot of places on the Facebook ad platform that you can advertise. There's a lot of placements. And you want to ask this question to the affiliate managers if they know where the placements are that the top affiliates are running that particular offer or the offer vendor in some cases. And if they know that, then that kind of helps you get a head start, and you don't have to target any of the other stuff because you can go ahead and, that's working on, say, desktop, and you run it on desktop. We found that older demographics, typically like 30 to 50 and even above 50, sometimes desktop performs better than mobile. It's just the way it is. So keep that in mind when you're asking questions to the affiliate manager or the vendor. Let's move on. Another question I like to ask, and now this doesn't always work, but it does work sometimes. You can ask them if they have any ads that they've seen that the affiliates have run. Most of the time when you run an offer, you're going to have to send in some kind of ad to the affiliate manager so they can approve it. And generally, we don't give them like the best ad we have. We'll usually give them like a good ad that's similar to the one we're running, and then because we don't know if they're trustworthy enough to like take that ad and give it to other affiliates. So it's just kind of how the game is played. And as long as they approve that ad and we're running something very similar as far as the ad copy goes, images and whatnot, then we should be okay. But sometimes if you have a really good relationship with your vendor or your affiliate manager, they'll take the ads that were sent in by other affiliates and give them to you, and so you can kind of get a head start on what your ads are going to look like. We have a whole video on spying. I'll put that in the comments above, and you can find a lot of this stuff without even asking, but it's always nice to ask, and if you can get it handed to you on a silver platter, you might as well take it. Okay, so that's another question you can ask a vendor or an affiliate manager. Number 8, do they have any landing pages or creatives? Kind of along the same lines. A lot of times these guys, I have given, other affiliates have turned in their landing pages or creatives. Now, in some cases, some of these affiliates, they maybe turned in the stuff and they're not running this offer anymore for whatever reason, and they have like landing page, Quizlander, Advertorials, that kind of stuff, and they can send them over to you and just give you a nice head start on the offer. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes they won't give you any of this stuff, but it's worth asking, okay? Because if they do, then it saves you a little bit of time when you're spying. I would still go out and spy and kind of see what's working now and compare what they gave you to what you're finding on the internet. And if they gave you good stuff, then go ahead and test it. That's definitely a head start for you if you're going to be asking questions to the affiliate manager or vendor. Let's move on. Number 9. Do they have a buyer's list? Now, this is a big one. One of the things that we found over the years is a lot of times the affiliate managers or vendors have a list of people that have bought the offer in the past. Like, for example, we've been running in the past a diet offer, and one of our vendors was like, yeah, hey, here's a list of 150,000 people that have bought that diet offer over the last year. So we take that, and what we do is we upload it into Facebook and create what's called a lookalike audience. I did a whole video and a blog post on lookalike audiences, but basically you can go in and take those emails and you can actually promote directly to them if you want, or you can actually promote to people that look like those people in that audience. And it gives you a huge head start on just starting from scratch if you have that huge lookalike audience. So always ask your affiliate manager and or vendor if they have a buyer's list, and you could just tell them that you're not going to do anything. You're not going to email them or anything like that. You're going to just use it for a lookalike audience. And a lot of times they're receptive because if you're making money, they're making money. So that's a big thing to ask your vendor or affiliate manager, is if they have a buyer's list. Okay, number 10. Oops, that was an accident. Delete that. I don't know what happened. All right, number 10. Do you offer pay bumps when you do any kind of volume? And I did another video on this talking about pay bumps and whatnot. You don't want to be too aggressive here. Generally, what they have offered as their CPA for the offer or rev share, whatever you're getting off the bat, is kind of like their pretty good offer. And if you're running some actual volume, maybe you put in like 500 leads or 1,000 leads for them, and you're getting some nice conversions and you're barely profitable, well, that might be a time to ask for a pay bump. But you could ask them like, hey, listen, if I do some volume right from the get-go, is there an opportunity maybe for a pay bump? And at least they can kind of tell you, yes, we have a little bit of wiggle room here, do some volume and we'll talk. And then you kind of know you have something to shoot for as far as like getting to that next level and getting that pay bump and increasing your overall profitability and revenue, okay? So that's something you can think about asking your vendors from the get-go. Don't be too aggressive with that, but mention to them that you're interested in knowing if that's an opportunity in the future. All right, let's move on. And finally, number 11, anything, just a general type of question. Is there anything that you can tell me that might help me promote this offer? A lot of times, affiliate managers, either they're not thinking about it, but if you kind of pry them a little bit, they might have a little golden nugget that makes a huge difference in your campaign. So I would always ask them if they have anything that they can think of that might actually help improve your campaign and running your campaign. And this will kind of maybe get their wheels turning. Maybe they'll run across something during the week or something, and all of a sudden, bam, they give you this little tip that's a huge tip and a huge difference maker in terms of your angle or something like that as far as running an affiliate campaign. So hopefully you guys got something out of today. It was a nice session here on 11 questions you can ask your affiliate manager or vendor. And if you can think of any other questions you might want to ask, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear them. And if you are new to the channel, leave me a comment below. I'd like to welcome you to the channel personally. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and give me a like on this video, please, and bang that notifications bell. I am the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you all later. Thank you. Bye.